So, little update on the old health is wealth journey. And I've been doing it, I think I've been doing it like 3 weeks now. I don't know. Still not great with the memory. Getting better with being able to put thoughts into sentences. I am definitely living less in the psychosis. And for those who've not experienced it or had any close relatives or loved ones that have experienced it, it's basically like being on some kind of drug and having a bad trip constantly throughout the day, where reality isn't reality, put it that way. And the people around you aren't what they seem or who they claim to be, and there's a lot that goes on. Basically, nothing's real. So, yeah, I'm living more in reality now, and I don't feel... Before it was like I would be in psychosis 80-90% of the day, and there'd be periods where I'd be like, oh, I feel slightly normal, and then it'd disappear. Severe anxiety. Whereas now, I live in reality, I live in normality, I live in peace, I'd say 80-90% of the time, and every now and again there'll be something that catches me off guard, and I go, ooh, and I'm able to bring it back quicker. And that changed, like I said before on the last video, that changed. And the big changing point, the big turning point was when I started taking 5-HTP, but then mainly the change happened a couple of days after when I removed all animal products again, as I've done before in the past for other reasons. But yeah, I've been doing that now for 3 weeks. Obviously over Christmas there's been more challenges, so I've not been too strict with it because that's part of the eating disorder that I developed at the start of this year and throughout last year as well. So there's been a little bit of turkey yesterday, and I had a couple of pigs in blankets. Got to be honest, didn't enjoy it. Didn't enjoy the taste of it. Didn't enjoy the feel of it in my mouth and in my body. I was chewing it, and I'm like, it's not really breaking down. There's no flavour to it apart from the cranberry sauce. And whereas the Brussels and the parsnips and everything were beautiful and they felt great. But yeah, only a little bit of turkey, a little bit of pigs in blankets. I had a pork pie with my dad. Everything else is, besides the chocolate, everything else has been plant-based. So I'd say plant-based 80%. From here on in, I've just eaten and thrown away the last of the chocolate. I had a load of Galaxy that I bought for Christmas, and I've been nibbling at it as I'm throwing it away, thinking, I don't want to throw it away, but I just don't want to feel like shit, basically. So, yeah, I've got through most of it, really and truly. But I feel so much more peaceful, more peaceful. I can't even explain it. Like, it's like a light feeling, less stress. Things don't irritate me as much. I just feel almost happy. And it's weird saying that after God knows how many months of not feeling anything or feeling the opposite of happiness. And now to feel happy, it feels strange. I mean, yesterday I had a great day with the girlfriend and the family. And at the end of the day, because I'd felt so good and so happy, because part of the belief of the psychosis was that I was dying, or I was going to die that day. It happened like regularly. I didn't believe I was going to wake up, or I was already dead. So there was multiple things there. But yesterday, because I had such a good day, I felt like I was going to die that night. Like, it's like, oh yeah, that song, "The Day I Died was the best day of my life," and I was thinking, oh, it wasn't as intense, and obviously I woke up this morning, thank God. But it's like this feeling of fear about being happy. And what I do believe about this whole psychosis thing, this whole episode, is and this whole last 2 years has been letting go of this person that I've built throughout COVID mainly, but even years before that, from things that have happened in the past, and I've tried to build this man who's a coach, or he's a bodybuilder, or he's a bully, and he was all kind of things, just to try to gain some kind of respect, some kind of attention, whether it be respect from others, fear from others. So because I was bullied as a kid, so maybe if people feared me, trying for people to accept me, because I'm not the easiest person to be around for other people. They reckon I'm a little bit autistic, a little bit ADHD. And just accepting me for who I am, rather than trying to be somebody else to keep everybody else happy, to have friends and to be perceived as something. So I think a lot of this psychosis has been letting go of that, and it's been scary, becoming vulnerable again, feeling emotions again, feeling love, feeling sadness, feeling vulnerability and inadequacy. Something that before I've been like, oh, I'm amazing, I'm perfect, and realizing that no, I'm not. And that's okay. It's actually perfect to be imperfect. It's good to be imperfect. And it's just so much less pressure to try to uphold. So, yeah. But feeling good on this whole food plant-based, and this, I might make a few videos in the future as to why I believe it works really well. But I think the main thing is you're not consuming the flesh of other living sentient beings that also want to live a happy, peaceful. Everything wants to be peaceful. Why would anything not want to be peaceful? Or live a peaceful life and give birth to children and love them and look after them and just be safe and happy. So then when I'm putting, not we, because I'm not talking for anybody else here, just my own experience, but when I'm putting this stuff in my body, if it's flesh we're consuming, does flesh get tight when we're stressed? Do stress hormones and these chemicals and all the crap that's pumped into them, does that sit in the flesh? Do we consume that? You are what you eat. Do we become that? And from my own experiments over the last 10 to 13 years of going vegan sometimes and then trying cutting caffeine out, is when I put certain things in my body, I get a stress response. I feel anxious, my heart pounds, I feel angry, I'm agitated, I don't like people, I'm like, oh, people are in my way and I'm stressed and blah, 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 and all the other stuff. But then when I come off certain things, like I stop caffeine, I'm more patient with people. I'm able to listen and be like, oh, I'm actually enjoying what you're saying, rather than, oh, shut up, hurry up and finish, in my head. And then when I removed caffeine, I've done that for a month or two now, and then I still felt a little bit. And then I removed animal products, feel even more peaceful, new levels of peace. And I think it's just letting go of attachment to all these things. Like, why would I need to eat animals? For what reason? Oh, well, I like it. You like, okay, so because you enjoy something, Zach, therefore other animals, other beings should have to suffer. Okay, it's a bit of a selfish way to be, but fair enough. You might have developed some attachments through the years of eating it. Oh, well, protein so I can build muscle. Okay, for who? Like, why do you need to look massive? Because Instagram says so? Because films say so? Because you think people will like you more? You'd be more attractive maybe. For why? I've got a girlfriend that loves me, and even if I didn't, like, why do I need people to find me attractive? So yeah, eating animals to gain muscle for what purpose? I guess I'm still strong now. In fact, I was in the gym this morning. I forgot about this. I was in the gym this morning, and usually I could do 3 minutes on the rowing machine, max, and then my back starts burning and my delts are burning, and I'm like, oh, I can't do any more of this. And that's about 700 to 800 calories an hour, right? I sort of average around there. I've been increasing it over the last couple of weeks. Started, going into distance rather than minutes, and I've been hitting like 4 minutes with, I think it was 1,000 meters. So I was like, oh, that's good, but I was still burning. This morning went in, 2,000 meters, could have carried on going. I felt uncomfortable, but nothing that was stopping me. I just feel good. I feel good. I feel lighter. I've lost a little bit of muscle. I don't really care because I feel good. I've not got the fatigue anymore that I used to have in my legs. I don't feel like I'm out of breath all the time, struggling to breathe. Sometimes it felt like I couldn't breathe, like I had to consciously make an effort to breathe because my body wasn't doing it. Breathing should be an automatic thing, right? But I was like, every time I stopped thinking about it, I would stop and my breathing would be laboured and I'd be fatigued, and it's like, I don't need this. So now, yeah, I'm in a good place. From here on in, I've got a tiny little bit of chocolate left that I've saved for me and the girlfriend later. We're going to share that together, enjoy that together. And then everything else is going to be plant-based for a year. No bullshit, no excuses. I'm sick of my own excuses. And if I ever feel like I'm going like, oh, I just want to eat a bit of meat, I'm going to rewatch all of these things that I've been seeing, how animals are treated, why it's good to be vegan, and just remind myself, look through my notes, my journaling. But yeah, we're in a good place. That's the update for today. I will keep the updated as I move forward. But if anyone wants to ask me any questions on this or want to look into this for their own reasons, whether it be ethical, personal health, they're experiencing fatigue and exhaustion or other health symptoms, feel free to drop me a message. I can point you in the right direction. I can't give you any advice because I don't know you and I don't know your journey, but I can definitely point you in the right direction for the right resources, the right videos, the right reader material, so you can make your own decisions based on what you feel is right for you. But yeah, God bless you all. Have a great day.